Dan zegt hij 10 minuten. Ja, nog altijd. Ja. Kom hè? En daar kan ik gewoon niks aan doen.
Ja, ik heb hem voor dit. En dat is voor het museum Dolfijn.
Wat betekent exposure?
Verlichting.
Nee, maar je moet je wel goed doen.
Ja, dat wil ook gaan.
Nee, maar dan moet je nog even, geloof ik, oh ja, kijk, nu gaat het heel kort, hè? 22 seconden, ja.
En hij blijft gewoon aftellen vanaf 10 minuten.
Ja, dan moet je nog 14 minuten.
Ja, vind je het goed?
En even uitschakelen, weer aanschakelen?
Ja, dat heb ik geprobeerd, maar dat werkt niet.
Oh ja. Moet hij niet wat hoger? Oh ja, sorry.
Soms vind ik dat niet erg.
Zo. Nee, je zit hier precies. Nou ja, doe maar wat.
So it starts, sorry to let you wait, but the problem was that we want to document everything on a video to put it on our blog and to document the discussion, and some of the cameras new and well, you can imagine. But we have Robert from Vienna who also has a camera, and Joshua is doing his best to get the evening in bits and pieces, so we'll just
Small bits.
Get it going. Welcome everyone, our European guests who have been here today have been talking about fanaticism for a whole day already. So for our guests who join us tonight from our Castrum friends, it is maybe appropriate to explain a bit why we talk about fanaticism. About a year ago, or maybe longer, Dirk, correct me if I'm wrong, the Stefan Zweig Genootschap Nederland had a Stefan Zweig exhibition in the Public Library in Amsterdam. Within that exhibition, a fanaticism indicator was launched. That was an online test with a questionnaire which you can fill in on the computer, on the internet, and after you filled it in, the program will tell you how fanatic you are, how vulnerable towards fanaticism you are. The thought behind that is that fanaticism is not a phenomenon which is a phenomenon of the masses only, as, for instance, Elias Canetti with his book Masse und Macht would suggest, but that fanaticism is in each and every one of us, or the tendency towards fanaticism is in each and every one of us, and that under certain circumstances, if certain circumstances are fulfilled, each and every one of us will show fanatic tendencies. The one more, one less, do the fanaticism indicator test and you will know on which side of the scale you are. It is in Dutch, you can go there, it's weerbaarheid.meter.nl. It's on our website.
What was it?
Weerbaarheid.meter.nl. Well, that was a start of a discussion which Dirk initiated together with Michael and me from Castrum Peregrini. At a certain moment we involved the Goethe Institute, and we thought, well, the theme of fanaticism is something worth thinking about. And maybe this indicator test would be something worth thinking about with a European group of partners to see if the Dutch situation, coming from the murder on Theo van Gogh, Pim Fortuyn, the Ayaan Hirsi Ali phenomenon, the movement of nationalism here and in other countries, whether this phenomenon which led to a kind of polarization in this country is something which we can trace in other countries, and maybe there is a common ground to stand on, and maybe there are other tools like the Weerbaarheidstest to deal with fanaticism. Maybe there are other tools to create self-awareness, maybe there are other tools to get towards a definition. So we applied for a European project with 5 partners, amongst which the Volkshochschule in Vienna, present tonight, the Tolerance Institute of Łódź in Poland, they are present today, the Pele Foundation in Porto, Association, sorry, and the Theatre of the Suppressed, the Goethe Institute, Castrum Peregrini, and as associate partners, the Stefan Zweig Notre and the Dialogue Advisory Group. We've drafted a program to work for 2 years, and we started today. So today all the partners met. We had heated discussions on fanaticism this afternoon. One thing became obvious: we've got a long way to go. There is not a common ground whether fanaticism is a positive phenomenon or a negative phenomenon, whether it is something of an individual or of a group, whether one can use it for good purposes or whether one should only develop awareness to prevent the evil. A lot of questions have been raised today, and we'll dig deeper tomorrow. But tonight we thought we invite 2 speakers to talk about the subject of fanaticism. I know from one speaker that he will dare to try to get to a definition. From the other speaker, I know that he will at least have one challenging example from his daily practice. And they will, of course, go into discussion with each other, but more important, they are willing to talk with us. So after both have given a statement, they will talk to each other, and we have as the audience, have the opportunity to react. And for those who do not dare, I hope we all dare to engage in the discussion. Castrum Peregrini will offer a glass of wine afterwards, and you are invited to stay, and we can deepen the discussion in one-to-one talks. The speakers of tonight are, first of all, Ram Manikalingam. He did accompany our talks today and will stay with us tomorrow, but tonight he's one of the speakers. Ram is the founder of the Dialogue Advisory Group, I've mentioned that already. He's a visiting professor at the University of Amsterdam. And until recently, he advised the Center for Humanitarian Dialogue in Geneva. He was a senior advisor on the peace process to the previous president of Sri Lanka. He has served as an advisor with ambassador rank at the Sri Lanka mission at the United Nations in New York. Prior to this, he was an advisor on international security to the Rockefeller Foundation. He has a doctorate in political philosophy and a bachelor degree in physics, both from MIT. So I think that's quite high ranking. I'm very glad that Ram is with us tonight. And Ram, thanks for the work you've already done today. We're very much looking forward to the talk you have with Bert van der Brink. And Bert van der Brink is professor for political and social philosophy at Utrecht University. His research interests are in democracy, power, recognition, pluralism, agonism, and liberalism. Among his many isms are many publications, amongst which I mention only 3. The Tragedy of Liberalism, Reasons of One's Own, and Recognition and Power. I ask both of you to come forward and take a seat. I hope you have amongst each other decided who will start. Yes. I'm looking forward to it.
He forced me to start. Thank you. I will talk about fanaticism, and I want to propose that we think of fanaticism as a negative phenomenon. Negative. It's a negative phenomenon. I understand that this afternoon there has been a discussion about what is negative and what is positive. Of course, it's very good to be fanatic about writing your dissertation and scoring that goal. But I think that if we want to look at fanaticism as a political phenomenon, I think that if we want to use it properly, we will have to see that it is a negative phenomenon. And I'm sure that at the end of the night I will admit that it is mostly a negative phenomenon, but I shouldn't give away that now. There are three things that I want